Alright guys, so we are back with game number 2 between Porkslap and Screaming Weenies. Game number 1 we saw Porkslap coming out swinging with a very nice draft. Screaming Weenies coming out with what I thought was a questionable draft. But execution every time. So, Screaming Weenies showed that they can execute fairly well. They can work as a team to actually execute. Porkslap, I wasn't seeing that. And Screaming Weenies, I want to point out, has put themselves in position to potentially get their first domination. And that gives them right now the ability to overtake Porkslap. So we're going to see Hanzo banned out here in Maya. Both solid bans. Now, the play in Volskaya is that the map goes very long, much longer than you generally anticipate because of how much slower it is in comparison to some of the other games or some of the other maps and objectives. So usually you see at least 3 objectives played, the A, B, and C. C is oftentimes the winning one at the same time. Now, we're going to see Chromie and Zebo. Now on the other side, we're going to see the Sonya. I wouldn't be surprised to see Leap here. The problem is Chromie and Nazebo both have equivalents of Ice Block, and Nazebo with an actual Ice Block and Chromie with her super Ice Block. So if you time it, Leap does literally nothing. So that also the same applies for a dive team. If you dive onto the Nazebo and Chromie, then they can go into Ice Block, wait it out a little bit, and then they have no one to focus, especially if both their targets get the block. The Johanna I don't like on the side of Porkslap. I mean, they're opting for some wave clear here, but I don't like it because they have a tank who can never get to Chromie and Nazebo. She has to run forward in order to get Chromie and Nazebo. You have to hit him with the Blessed Shield, hope they are out of position, or you have to get the 25% extra movement speed to try and speed yourself into there, which is still not quite enough. Chromie and Nazebo will be able to poke from afar with generally impunity at this point. Jane is now being banned on out. I'm surprised neither team has picked up Garage. I don't quite know why, because he's super powerful. And we have Lily now instead. I don't quite get the Lily pick when right now we have 2 DPS who are, well, 2 DPS who are both have no qualms about being blinded, as it does nothing to their actual damage output. Now, Lily does put out some decent healing still, so maybe they're taking it away from the side of Screaming Weenies. That's the best I can conjure here right now. So Diablo being banned out, not a bad ban. There's a lot of places for him to hit people into walls on A and B, and that can be really scary once the game gets later on. Objective C is a little bit tougher because of all the treadmills in place there. Now, they need their solo laner. They have sort of one. Nazebo can go in solo lane if they so choose. They Need a tank, they need a support. They have Stukov, they have Malfurion available. They have quite a few choices here on what they can pick up. They can pick up Tyrael to protect the backline. They're opting for the Muradin to be able to stand on the point, get in and get out again. And they're opting for the Blaze side of Screaming Weenies. Now, Screaming Weenies has really two of the lanes covered. You have the bot lane and potentially the rotation between top and mid, because Nazebo Chromie will kill those waves quickly enough. And the final picks by Porkslap are pretty spicy. We're going to see Kel'Thuzad and Falstad. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Kel'Thuzad often requires like someone to help set him up, and that would be best by the Sony usually, although the punish by Johanna can definitely help. It's not quite what you want to see. Now, Falstad will give him some global. He'll be able to jump on up. He's going to probably be their solo laner, I assume. He'll be able to fly up into the objectives, which means that if he can outpush Blaze, Blaze will rotate solar. If he doesn't push up past Blaze, they can always sacrifice a little bit to get structural damage in the lanes that Falstad actually is. So the final pickup here is Lucio. And so the Lucio, they're looking at sort of a burst comp, not fully. I mean, they have the Kel'Thuzad, so Lucio's going to be okay. Sustain damage from the team, he should be able to deal decently. Muradin can heal himself up. We got Blaze, who hopefully gets bunker this time, but he's this time on side of Screaming Weenies. So really, it can go either way. I feel like this is a more balanced team comps between both teams in comparison to last game, where last game I felt it was quite clearly, in my opinion, that Porkslap had a superior comp. This game, I don't necessarily know. It can go either way, because Chromie and Nazebo have no one to worry about. Kel'Thuzad, if he chains them, maybe, but you have Muradin and Blaze who can eat those chains now in comparison. So see how this shakes out. If these picks are going to be doing them some justice. Now we got Tat this time as the Naz. He was their solo laner. We got the Dunomancer on the Muradin, Moonman 13 on the Blaze. We got Grogman on the Lucio. And finally, we got the report because AFK Pez on the Chromie. On the other side, we got Poober as their solo laner in the wrong solo lane. No, they're actually going to go for a 1-3-1 split. I kind of like this. But it doesn't really matter right now since he's going to be midpoint either which way. So Poober is going to be in the top lane. We got El Duku 85 playing the support this time. We got Gregorius as the Johanna, El Burrow as the Kel'Thuzad, and finally we got Fetisaurus on that Sonya, and that is going to be Porkslap. So Gregorius taking a lot of damage. There's the stun. El Burrow eating that dragon's breath, and it's a little bit fiery, a little bit spicy, and it's something he's going to have to wash himself off from. In the top lane, we got Blaze getting pushed back right now. Poober, ooh, sorry about that. Fat fingered. We got Poober, who's been taking the seasoned marksman. He's not opting for the wingman, the newly buffed wingman, which seems, I think a lot of people are going with that now. We got the Laws of Hope, the War Paint, the free drinks, seasoned marksman, and barbed chains. Other side, we got the We Move Together, the drag and the deep breathing, neural stem pack, pandemic, and finally perfect storm. So mid lane is pretty much a bust. Bot lane, Fetosaurus should body Tat really hard right now. As long as he doesn't eat too much damage from the spooters. In the top lane, we actually have Poober winning this lane, and Moomin, who's taken a whole chunk of damage. Like, he either clears the wave or he kills himself at this point. So nice job from Porkslap. They basically have outdrafted the solo lanes. In this case, in the matchups are in their favor across the board, or at least they're outplaying the lane matchups at this point. And it looks like they're actually going to try and switch. Fetosaurus is having a Mew Man now rotate down. They're going to have Tat rotate up, and we'll see how these lane swaps actually go for the side of Screaming Weenies. We'll see if they'll make some more pork chop sandwiches, or if they're going to find themselves screaming in despair very shortly. Mew Man going on in with that jet propulsion, going to miss. Not a big deal. Now, both teams should be looking to pick up camps. Oh, Moomin, though, coming on in. El Burrow has nowhere to go. There's the chains. Udomancer coming on in. He's going to get himself rooted, but El Burrow is going to be turned into El Burrito. And so, first kill of the game for the side of Screaming Weenies. This is where positioning matters a lot, and communications matter a lot. So, in the bot lane, Fetosaurus is getting this for free as they rotated up, got the kill, but they're losing quite a bit on that structure. Fetosaurus should just stay down here in the meantime. You'll actually see them backing off. This is honestly bad play on the side of Screaming Weenies. The reason for that is if you're backing when the objective comes up, you've mistimed when you need it back. In this case, they pick up the siege. They've given up a little bit, not too bad. They will have to deal with this on the side of Porkslap, but they should just continue to poke him down because they have Chromie and Nazebo. Poke him down until they deal with it. They do have Porkslap up here who's going to deal with it. However, they never committed to a 5v5, and so now this is the time for them to shine. There they go. Blaze going on deep. El Duke taking a lot of damage. El Burrow taking a lot of damage. Gregorius and Fetosaurus all taking a lot of damage. There's Moomin going in, going to make the jet propulsion. The Iron Skin coming out, going to keep up Johanna. El Duku taking the Qs right to the face because Smork is the way. Now, they've given up positioning here because they still have Falstad sitting top. He's soaking. He should be able to soak him to 7. And if they can hit 7, they can fight on much better terms. They're going to pick up their siege. In the meantime, I kind of like this play. Neither team, though, went and picked up their turrets. They should have done that. They pick up the siege, which will apply some pressure on the top lane. That'll force them to eventually come off this point. And with level 7's going to be picked up, they now can fight this evenly. And Poober has decided to come and join them at this point. Poober almost taking all that damage there from the Dragon's Breath. Gregorius going in deep, but Udomancer right there to body Fetosaurus. There they go, getting pulled in. Mooman is in deep with that jet propulsion. Team fighting all over the place. Moomin going to be going down here. That's first kill for Porkslap, and they will be regaining control. But El Duku super far forward. Fetosaurus missing that stun, but he will be getting a kill on Udomancer. 2 kills for Porkslap, and they are making sure that they are not turned into some pork chop sandwiches again. So, a nice job there from Porkslap doing what I wanted. They got the siege, they got the pressure in top, they've taken a wall, they've taken a tower, they now have a protector. They've already set themselves up for the next objective to look really good. They've taken down this front wall already, and now they have a couple of options here. This is very interesting. They're going to go and look for the top. Looks like they can take down one more turret. And I'd say that's the best play for them. They're looking for potentially another kill on Mooman. He will make it on out. So Pandemic, though, getting lots of stacks there, about to be completed. There's the root. Moonman gets rooted in place, and then an alley-oop from the Protector says goodbye to Mewman. So this is going to blow up very shortly here. We got Sonya still soaking in the bot lane, and they lost the 4v5. Now, this is very, very brutal for Screaming Weenies. They're losing bot, they've lost mid, they've lost top. They have no walls to hide behind anymore. And they're about to hit 10 on the side of Porkslap. This is one of those runaway situations, I feel like, where I don't know if the brakes are going to ever be applied on Porkslap at this point. Because, baby, they have 2.5 level lead. In the top lane, we got a 1v1. Poober eating all that pandemic damage. Will be able to survive. Should have gone for the kill because I think he would have had it. He almost does die there, but I think he could have had it. I believed. And now we got Fetisaurus rotating up. This is a 3v4. Eldukudu getting trapped and getting obliterated. Tat with the beautiful trap, setting up the kill, and say goodbye to the Adventure Time. It's time someone went to bed. So, Mewman pushing on bottom, getting the counter pressure, but they have still not gotten any towers on the side of Porkslap. They all sit pretty, except for the one on bottom, which has taken a tinkle of damage. And I guess mid has taken some tinkling too of damage. So finally, we're going to get Sony going onto these camps, and she's actually on the wrong guy. In case you didn't realize, like, this guy is healing. The guy behind is healing the turret. So they're sitting here taking infinitely longer. Like, look how long this is. They're just like sitting here forever to kill this camp. So please kill the guy who's healing the turret and then kill the turret. Now, tents have been picked up. 2.5 level lead has accomplished nothing. They kind of threw their advantage away into the dumpster. And there's the stun. Oh my! Combustion has been picked up once again. Guys, please stop picking Combustion. Please. Please. Combustion is kind of like Hanzo's meme talent. Combustion is much better than Hanzo's meme arrow. But please, you pick it because you can save someone from this. From El Burrow. You can save them. Do it. You can save them. Trust me. You'll look good. They'll feel good, and you'll win your game. Now, Poober, he's getting rotated on here. Going to barrel roll. There's the boop. Udanamancer here. There's the Gus. He's going to eat anything? No. He's going to fly himself to safety? He does. Say bye-bye to Poober. Now, that could have looked really bad. He burned the flight, but it's better that he survives there. Gust is down for another 40 seconds. They push this up. The lanes are all about even, so they don't have to really worry about much. They do have a turret. They do have their siege already picked up and already burned. On the other side, they are picking up their siege. So they should be able to fight almost even. They'll be down a talent once again. And as long as Elduku doesn't face tank, there's the time loop. The temporal loop, sorry. Elduku takes a buttload of damage. There they go. Mewman all the way in the back, trying to 1v3 the entire team. There comes the combustion. He's looking for something here. Udanamancer coming on in. There they go, peeling Mewman back. But the pandemic damage. Nazebo is dropping the deeps, and he has scared off El Burrow for now. Now, there's the gust. Not really sure what the gust was for. Grogman, there comes the sound barrier, but doesn't matter because Porkslap has just been annihilated. That's 4-0. Porkslap just kind of like sitting around in a fight that they shouldn't have been in. They needed to go back, tap, and heal up. Instead, they're just like smork all the things because smork is life. Smork is best. And you don't smork all the things unless you can smork them good. And that was not the time to smork, baby. So, they now have the opportunity to get this, keep pushing this in. They can also get the support camp. They didn't opt for it. Del Dooku going to be mind obliterated, but Moomin coming in really too late there. And if you had Bunker, that wouldn't have been a big deal diving like that. Now, if he had Combustion up, which he did, he could have ensured the kill on El Dooku, in my opinion, but he didn't actually use it and get in time. There's a stun onto Sonya. There they go. Big stun coming on now. There's the Gust. There's the chains. And then we got some big hail dust damage. Moomin chasing El Burrow down. El Burrow trying to survive from those cups. Venusaurus getting melted by the pandemic. And there goes the first kill onto El Burrow. Moomin's going to make it out of here alive. Venusaurus still looking for a kill. But there's another kill onto the side of Porkslap. 3 for nothing. Looking for a 4th. El Dooku getting booped on back. There's the full team. Say goodbye, baby. We're going to go look at that once again. And so, we have ourselves, if the game would actually properly show, it is not showing up. So, we're going to skip that. Sorry, guys. For whatever reason, that didn't show up appropriately. Production values. Sorry. So they got that. They walk away. And, well, that's a lot of damage that they have now put out. A lot of a level lead. And I think Screaming Weenies is going to win this. They got themselves 16 versus 14. El Dooku, a little bit too much on the feed there. When they had their advantage, and that really put a damper in their actual ability to fight here. Venusaurus is very far out, not respecting the Protector, and Adonomancer there, able to stun him out. There comes out the Wrath, there comes the DPS, but Venusaurus not respecting the Protector at all. There comes the Blessed Shield on in. El Dooku taking a lot of damage, getting rock-socked by the robot. There's the loop coming on in. Not going to be good enough. El Dooku, though, just getting chased on down right now. And say goodbye. Ring around the rosy. Pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes. Lily falls down. Guys, respect the Protector. It's kind of bad. It's kind of BM, in my opinion, to go in 1v4 an enemy team as just a Sonya. Like, that, I don't know what you're expecting to do there, but you are going to get turned into some pork chop sandwiches. So 15 to 3 kills at this point. Absolutely mind erasing here. And Porkslap with a nice job coming. Screaming Weenies. They're screaming that they want their first wins. There's the combo onto Johanna, and Johanna paid the price there. The BM sitting on out there like 1v5, baby. You can't 1v5. I don't care who you are. Unless you're KSV rich, you can't 1v5 here. This is Heroes of the Storm, not, like Dota. And Poober looking for it. And Adonomancer going to secure the stop. There's the Gust. Moomin looking for it, but the jet propulsion can't keep him from the treadmill. And Poober is just delaying the inevitable. And he doesn't even secure that fort. That's not what you want to see, guys. And this is becoming a situation where I'm pretty certain Porkslap is definitely tilted. I mean, the kill after kill that just staggers these deaths, one after the other. They do have 16. They're not out of the game quite yet, but they need to untilt there. And someone on Screaming Weenies needs to pick up this support camp heal pack. So Venusaurus looking for a gank potentially. They're gonna play some footsie here. Ring around the rosies. Holy crap! I'm gonna get to that in a second. There's the Gus onto Pez. Pez back in the fight. There's the stun coming out. Combustion going to be used. Hitting 3 members. They are focusing on Venusaurus. Venusaurus is going to be sent back, to the Jurassic period, perhaps. There's the stun from you, man. Oh my god! The Tat capturing himself a wild Sonya. That, however, is still going to survive this. Grogman way too deep. Grogman keep paying the price. There comes a turret just in the last second. And 1 kill onto the side of Porkslap. 1 kill and onto the side of Screaming Weenies. Actually, 2 kills. I missed that. Second kill in the moment. Oof. My god. I gotta say, they were looking like they're going to send Fetosaurus back the Jurassic period there. They wind up getting the kill onto El Burro, but they lose Grogman and they lose Pez. I missed the kill completely on Pez there. But they are really close to 20. They are down 2 members. They will respawn in time on the side of Screaming Weenies. And you gotta agree that 20 versus not even 18 is very scary. But they do have a potential protector on the way. They do have Chromie going to be back up. I don't know if she'll actually get here in time. This is going to be very close. It's actually so they can't get Chromie here in time. But this is a 20 versus 18 scenario. I was actually expecting Chromie to respawn quickly enough. I miscalculated that. Caster math, I guess, since it's not really mathing. But this is now a 5v5. They have everyone down here. This is Porkslap's opportunity that makes or break the game. There's Chromie finishing a very critical talent. A lot of damage coming on down. Fetosaurus deep on in there. Protector there to help on up. Oh, El Dooku's been trapped like a rat by Tat. There's the jugs. There's the time loop. El Burro, 30 life. There's the combustion. Say goodbye to El Dooku. But Pez is down from the combo of the Protector. There's Tat getting the kill on El Dooku. There's the Roots. Mumin manages to survive. Grogman, however, is going to be Rock'em Sock'em. And this fight is all over the place. Protector, Donamaster looking for the kill, but he will be going down. That is 3 kills to 1 right now. So, let's recap that. We just witnessed 20 versus 18 and a huge comeback here for Porkslap. They don't have anything down, but Fetosaurus, oh no, they just got Nazebo'd. Absolutely bodied by Nazebo. Tat, baby, you carrying that team with that Naz. Oh my god. Tat. Were there people on the side of Porkslap? Because those people that I think were on my screen, this was a Houdini trick. Tat pulling a Houdini here, didn't he? Whew. Huber, getting them to 20. Let's check out the 20s. We haven't checked out talents. A lot going on. Tag coming in for that flank. He can actually wall him in here. Oh, the wall. There's the Gus, but he actually stops the Gus. Saves his own life by burning that Gus, even with the spray coming out. Definitely nice. I approve. So we got ourselves a Blinded by the Light. We got the Composite Spear with the Mystical Spear, but we don't have a Poison Spear here. Usually that's what you go here. They do have the slow removal and the root removal, which is actually a really intelligent choice here. But the Condemn does stop the Whirlwind. Oh, sorry, I'm actually looking at the wrong team. What am I doing? Actually, this build doesn't make sense. Whirlwind and Hurricane, like, doesn't make sense. Stun, and Sonya Trap like a rat. Doesn't make sense. So 100% do not do this against this team. So other side, we had the free drinks. We had the hindering winds. Good stuff. The jugs of 1,000 cups. This is very aggressive on the side of Porkslap. They're coming on in. Moomin getting himself a 4-man stun, but the team is not there in time to rotate, and they get themselves double turrets. This is very big. Double turrets versus 1 heal comes out to be about the same, I guess. Now, this is very, very dangerous for both teams. A single kill and game's over. This will be a Protector that can march onto a keep, and from there onto the core, a 20+ minute one. Now we have ourselves with like I said, Blind by Light, Mist Weaver coming on out. That's interesting. We also have the Nexus Frenzy, so more DPS. We also got Seasoned Marksman completed. We have the Hammer Gains, the Boomerang, Giant Killer, the Airy Gust, so I'm liking it. They don't really need the extra flight. They need to kill the front line there. Udanamancer coming on in. There's the Gust. The entire front line basically getting nuked on down. There comes the Blessed Shield and the engagement. Poober is dead. He goes down. There goes Lucio. There's no healing, but El Burrow, say goodbye to him. El Dooku, and I think they've done it. I think they may be winning this game. This will be their very first domination, very second win of the entire series, but they themselves lose Chromie. Venusaurus looking for a way out here, and it is a 3v2. They have no support on the side of Screaming Weenies, but they are up a man. They do have Tat with that sick nastiness, and he does have that vile infection, and he completed that pandemic. Pretty much, Tat can solo their team at this point. Oof. And I gotta say, this I don't know if they can do. El Dooku? Okay, El Dooku, way too far out there. If Mumin was down there and Udanamancer landed that, El Dooku was done for. Or I guess he would have been El Dunzo instead of El Dooku at that point. We got Venusaurus sitting in the bush, just waiting. El Dooku taking some damage. They take out the well. There's a 4 down, and now they can march on a keep. Look at this bot lane. This bot lane is huge right now. Are they going to try and fight this? Venusaurus coming on in. Tat is getting torn apart by the whirlwind. There they go. They actually secure the kill onto Tat. There's the follow-up stun. There's El Dooku getting obliterated. Say goodbye with that combustion, but Udanamancer is getting the damage of Venusaurus. There's Pooter down. El Burrow is almost down. El Dooku still managing to survive. Venusaurus coming on in with all the damage needed to help secure the kills onto Udanamancer, and Lucio is now down. Pez has nowhere to run. Gregorius is looking for the kill. El Dooku in tow, but say bye-bye because Pez is out of here. 99%. I did not think they could do it. I did not believe they could do it. And they did it. This top lane, though, this is a huge top lane. This wave is going to tear down this front wall, and no one is there to deal with it. And there's another wave coming very shortly. Like, look at this huge wave. Bot lane is dealt with at the moment. We have Venusaurus just clearing this up. They can come back and contest this, I believe. This is much shorter than 2C. They do have 3 members up. They are going to have to face a potential 5v3. Yeah, Lucia won't be getting up in time. They're not actually going to try. This entire front wall already down, like I was saying, is going to be going down even more in a second. Siege Camp coming on up, Protector coming on in, and they are now going to look for the first keep of the game. Now, next objective, I believe, should be on top. So they should be prepping the top lane, I feel. If they get that and they can't go for the core, they can walk in. There's the temporal loop. There's El Dooku taking a ton of damage. And there they go. Venusaurus is looking out for some blood. And the Protector on the core. Jugs have come out. El Dooku almost getting caught. There's the combustion being used very early, not being held on for the full damage, unfortunately. El Dooku taking a lot of damage in no man's land right now. Base tanking Tat. There comes the frogs. The frogs will land on Venusaurus, and his health pool is absolutely annihilated. Udanamancer looking for, and Johanna is trapped like a rat right now. Mooman is coming on in. The Protector is not going to be doing enough. Mooman, though, taking a lot of damage. Going to have to back on up. They're going to speed on out. There comes the sound barrier. And I think they can survive. No, there's Barbs. Say goodbye to both members. 2 for 1 special from El Burrow. It is Taco Tuesday here. Oh no! Pace annihilating that Johanna through the Iron Skin. And that's one reason why you don't generally take Blinded by the Light. And El Burrow confirms another kill. 1-man carry crew, El Burrow at your service. So, top, look at this. They're going to actually lose this keep very shortly. So this is even. Keep for keep. Ooh. This is getting tense. So, I didn't have a chance to look at the other pickups. We got the Bossa Nova, so he can spam this. a lot. Piercing Sands. We got the Flash Fire coming on out. We got the Vile Infection, which I pointed out, and the Rewind. And he also did pick up Give Him the Axe. So a lot of damage with his Rewind combo possible. He also has the Dwarf Launch, so he can get in and get out much easier. And he has the extra range. And it's, significant cooldown reduction. We also have the Healing Static, the Avatar, the Thunderbird, Perfect Storm. We have the Toad build coming on out. We have the Spider Colony with the Guardian Toads. We have the Neural Stem Pack, the Oil Dispersal, the Grill and Krill, Combustion, and Heat Treatment, finally Flash Fire. Then we had the Deep Breathing, which I pointed out. Look at how much extra damage it does now. 140 extra damage. That's a lot. Bronze Talons, Dragon's Eye, Temporal Loop, Bye Bye, Shifting Sands, and Piercing Sands. Other side, we had the Bring It Together, Beat Mixing. I'm not sure why he took Bring It Together instead of Rejuvenentia, however you properly say that. And this is one long drawn out game. But Screaming Weenies are still in it. Porkslap is still in because it's a keep for a keep. However, they did lose it. Chromie's only sitting at 74 stacks, unfortunately, which at 28 minutes or 27 minutes in the game, not the greatest, to be honest. Now, we also have the subwoofer, the party mix, sound barrier, obviously, and the beat mixing. Other side, I already went through every talent. We have the Airy Gust and the Giant Killer. There's the Root. There's the combo on Dunamancer, but he's going to survive. There comes the Blessed Shield. There's the Gust. And Moon Man coming in the back. Say goodbye to El Burrow. Oh, the Jugs. Is it going to keep him up? It's keeping him up. It's keeping him up. Enough healing cone to come on in. Mew Man right now 1v3 in that backline. The Dragon's Breath and the Spider damage and the Frog damage are enough to take out one member. Mew Man is going to get sped on out of here. They get a kill. There's the shields. Say goodbye to Lily. Gregorius next up on the list. Well, actually say goodbye to Fetisaurus. He's been sent back to Jurassic Park. Gregorius is down. El Burrow is down. And they have just done it. They have gotten the full team ace. That is game, boys and girls. There is nothing that they can do at this point on the side of Porkslap to end this game. Or save this game, end this game. There's nothing Porkslap can do to win this game, nor is there anything they can do to save this game. With 20 seconds left before Gust is even available. I'm not sure what they're doing, though, Tad and Pez. They just needed to be here. They do have 2 catapults. They need to clear the wave. It helps. Your catapults are going to do more than the combination of Lucio, Muradin, and Blaze. Also, you do not want to sit on top of each other and take damage like that. So, we finally got catapults. We got the Toads coming out. Toads are going to melt this core. Spiders are going to melt this car. And say goodbye to Porkslap. Their hopes and dreams dashed because, bam, baby. Screaming Weenies got themselves a good dinner tonight. They got themselves some pork chop sandwiches. Now, let's take a quick look at some of those damage numbers. Let's see if Frogman wants to jump in for a quick interview. Nazebo, 152k. Tat put everyone on his back and carried him. He basically doubled his damage there. He basically had every stat covered. 214k. He had the XP covered. We look at the heal in. Lily dishing out the heals. I mean, my God. El Burrow tried his best, but it wasn't good enough. Blaze, 79k, 94k, 152k. What are you going to do except die? And die they did. So congratulations to Porkslap for their effort, but congratulations even more so to Screaming Weenies. You know, liberty or death, I suppose. And they got themselves liberty. So sit on tight. Let's see if I can get us a quick interview because